got a couple things on the Wish app, I guess, or Wish website, and I am going to be testing it out and reviewing it. Well, I already tested it out. This is actually the completed look. There is only one thing that did not come in the mail yet, and with the power of video editing, it will still be in this video. But one of the things that I'll just start off right off the bat is that I got makeup sponges, and I've heard really good reviews. This website's a little tricky. You have to pay attention when you're ordering it. You have to read every single thing, and I'm pulling it up on my phone right now. Is that this is the picture. That's the picture that I got, and it said it's supposed to arrive February 6th, but I actually got it 2 weeks before that because it's not even the 6th now. But I got it 2 weeks before, and I just tested it today for you guys, which you'll see in a second. And then another thing that came in that I tested, which is on my lips, is the Wow, which the picture looks like this. And it is the Wow lip stain. Mine's in cherry red. And I'll put the links to the stuff I bought below. But the other thing I bought is this Activated Remove Blackhead Mask Charcoal whatever. And that's the picture for that one. So the reason I say you have to pay attention when you're on this app is because some of this will have the same picture. There may be like 5 of them, but some will be $1, some will be $2, and you have to pay attention because it may not be all 4. It may be really tiny ones, even smaller than this, because these are kind of tiny, but it actually did the whole job very well. Or some could just be 1, or you just have to pay attention. So when you go onto the app, just a quick little thing, and you find what you want, it says right there that it's $1, originally $11. So I did get mine for $1. And then you'll scroll over to description and make sure you read every single thing. But don't just stop there. Actually look at the product rating, because they're not allowed to remove anything. And it shows what people say, and some people like it, some people don't. Just a quick little insight, I actually do like it. I'll talk more about it as you guys watch me use it. Yeah, so pretty much what's cool about this website is just about everything is $1. It has everything you could possibly think of, to makeup, to bath and body stuff, to technology, home supplies, clothing, like everything's on this website, and a lot of it's $1. Maybe a couple more, and shipping's not that much either. One thing's like, say the beauty blenders, the makeup sponges were $1, so the shipping was like $1 or $2, so I actually got it for $3. So it's pretty cool, but it does ship from China, so it takes about a month. But like I said, I got it within 2 weeks prior to when it says. So about 2 weeks actually. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna get right into the video. So the sponges came in this little tiny package, and it had all 4 sponges in it. And the ones I'm not going to be using, I'll be keeping in there. As you can tell, I got 2 teardrop shapes and 2, I don't know, like snowman shapes. And one of them I kind of tested on my hand, that's why it's a little dirty, but it's kind of stained. I tried to clean it. So I go to take it out of the water, and I noticed comparing, they're not that big of a difference in size. I barely slightly see a more fuller sponge, but honestly it didn't really grow, but it did feel damp. I do use my Milani, which is foundation and concealer, but I try to use it just for foundation. And yeah, as you can tell, it is kind of a darker skin tone than what I actually look right now because it's winter. I use the bigger side for the all over my face, and then after I go back in with concealer, I do it again with the other pointier side, or the tapered side. So I just go ahead and I'm going in a dabbing motion, and I'm trying to keep it in the frame and also look in the mirror at the same time. But I actually think this was really, really, really nice. I've never used a beauty blender, but I've seen many, many videos of how beauty blenders come out, and as you could already see, the sides of my face, I am way smoother and flawless on one side than the other one if you look around the foundation. So I am taking it a little bit on my neck. I really didn't do too much because I didn't want the foundation to dry in the spots it was. I noticed that I did have to kind of go back in and look really close in the mirror because I was filming, so I put the mirror kind of far back, and I noticed when I did bring it up close that I had a couple spots that were like just one spot that was there still that I had to blend in, but other than that, the rest was flawless. I couldn't believe the how it turned out. It was amazing, and it didn't really take that long. Honestly, when I was done with this, I felt like I didn't need to put extra powder or setting or anything extra. I felt all just doing this, doing my lips and mascara was enough. I feel like I don't need any blush, any bronzer, any setting, anything. Like, this turned out so flawless. I was so amazed. So yes, I do recommend this, and I will definitely link it in the description box below to make sure you guys pick it up. But now moving on to the lip stain, which I think was a lot of fun doing, and I actually want to buy more so I can tell you that I approve it. But first off, I heard it was drying, so I am putting chapstick on, and I'm just kind of rubbing it in, and then I wipe it off just so there's that tiny bit of moisture, because putting the stain on the chapstick won't it will create like a barrier. So okay, so this is what I noticed with it, is that it is very sticky, and without even touching the tube, a lot of the stuff comes out. It does smell fairly good though. At first I couldn't really smell it, and then I go, it smells kind of like berries. And putting on my lips smelled really, really good, but as you can tell, I'm not even touching the tube, and it's already coming out. So now going straight into it, it is super sticky, and you want to make sure you know where the lines of your lips are, because wherever it is where it's gonna stain. So if you miss like a whole section of your lip, it's gonna look weird when you go to peel it off. I realize you don't have to have it like a full thick layer. As long as that some parts of it is touching, then that's where it's gonna stain. And I think more so the longer you let it stay there, the darker the stain. So I did have a hard time smearing it all over and making sure it applies everywhere where my lip line is. And I realized that I had to actually squeeze more out, not just use the bubble that was only sticking out. I was hoping it would smear better, but it's not. Once it kind of sticks to your lip, it's kind of done. You can't really move it around. But one thing I did notice is when I went to go squeeze out more product, it was pretty much nothing in there. I had a lot of air come out. Now it says to wait 12 to 15 minutes. No instructions came with it. I had to look all this online. So now it's done, and as you could see, my lips actually got really stuck. So when I tried to peel them off, the top already tried to come off and with it, and that's when I knew it was ready to peel off. And as you can see, as time went on, it went really dark. It got even darker. So make sure you have dry hands, and then just go in and just peel it off. It should come off fairly easy. I noticed that the outside dried a lot more than the inner part of my lips, so I'm gonna figure and perfect that later. But as you could see, it already stained my lips perfectly, and I think it's a really, really pretty pink color, and came off in one whole layer pretty much. Now I just have the inner corners. So guys, this is when it got really messy. So because the inner corners didn't necessarily dry, I used my nail and my fingers to kind of scrape it off. And I didn't scrape, it was more of just a gentle rub off. And it stained my fingers a little bit. It does come off with water super quick. So I'm very afraid how long my lips will last. I think it actually looks really, really nice, especially from afar. And as you can tell, it is a little patchy, but it's practice makes perfect. But overall, I think it looks really, really, really pretty, and I highly recommend it. I got the black deep cleansing peel off mask, and the packaging came really weird and destroyed, and it's okay though, but it does say avoid eyebrows, eyes, and lips. Peel it off 20 to 30 minutes. And when I go to put it on, I wasn't sure if I should use a brush or just my fingers, but I ended up just using my fingers, which I'm happy because I feel this would ruin a brush. It was a pain in the butt to get off, but I'll tell you that later. So completely avoid lips and eyes, and honestly, if I'm going to do this again, I'm going to do thicker layers and not all over my face like I did this time. I had no idea how to do it. I just kind of winged it, but you'll see how it all goes. But I am impressed with it, I'll just say that right off the bat. But it was the weirdest, stickiest feeling ever. Just avoid places with hair as much as possible. Yeah. So I'm only making it to 650 because it's really dry already, and it is so tight right here, and it's dry, 100% dry. I also had to scrape it off my hands. It didn't come off with soap, so pray that it peels off, and it is so tight on my skin. Okay, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit, but I'm mainly going to look at the mirror right behind you. I have patches, so this is going to be a weird peel. So I'm trying to find a good spot. Now it says peel. Clearly says usage. Dry the cleansed area, apply the mask, and then peel it off. I can't get it off. Okay. I feel like I'm digging into my freaking face. Oh, here it goes. Okay, let me zoom in. I got a little scraping and scraping. Oops, sorry. Scraping and scraping, and I got this little peel now. So let's go ahead. Oh, I could see why they said don't do this on eyebrows. Whew. I don't think I did, besides a little right here is gonna be interesting. But I feel like all the hair on people's faces will be ripped off if they try this. But it actually feels kind of refreshing. Is that weird? I think that's weird. Oh. Kind of. It's not really painful. It's more like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's a little painful. If you're really sensitive, this would hurt. Because it feels like it's pulling tiny little hairs. So I'm going to try to make a tear right here. Because it's not all coming up. Oh, okay, this hurts. Oh. Yeah, I'm red right there. I'm red just in this area. Right here, no, I can't see any redness. Oh, maybe a little. But right here hurts. I think because it's sensitive next to my eye. Okay. Oh, you see my eye twitching when I do that? Oh, my eye's twitching. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so creepy that it's twitching, guys. I'm so sorry. That's freaky. Don't put my mouth. That's gross. So it's starting to peel now at the bottom too. Oh. So I wouldn't do this like all the time because you're not supposed to anyways, but this is a process. Okay. Oh, this is going to suck a little bit. Okay. This is going to take some time. So I'm just going to shut up and let you guys watch so you guys don't keep hearing me whine. I'm curious because this is the thickest spot and these were more thin. So I'm curious if this will peel off way easier than all these little patches. We'll see. Okay. See it, you can. You can see teeny tiny little hairs, but I really don't see any like blackheads or anything, but it is really soft, but I started crying. So I wanted to say a couple quick little things. As you can tell, my face is really red. I had to switch rooms because of noise reasons. But my face is pretty red. It did hurt. I was saying, oh, not really, but when it got to right here, or right here, or here, or here, or oh my god, it hurt like no tomorrow. It was really painful. I had to, like, my eyes were tearing up, this eye was twitching, and I had to close my eyes to like embrace the pain because pain is beauty, right? But besides the pain, and mind you, I do not really have sensitive skin at all. So this is not, so for sensitive skin, I probably won't use it just because it's so sensitive. It'd be so painful and it could destroy it instead of helping it. But my face does feel really, really, really tight and I guess firm on my forehead for sure. I do feel really smooth. Like, that is one thing I saw that was incredible, like way smooth. I didn't see any actual like blackheads or anything out on the paper. I showed you guys that, but yet when you look up close, it looked like my pores were actually smaller. And I did some research and it said that pores actually don't get smaller. They never could. It's just more appearance. I am using it just for night. And during the day, I feel like the makeup would irritate it too much. So I am happy with this. I would buy it again because of how small my pores shrunk. Looking like, I will check again tomorrow. And it did feel like it tightened and it does feel a lot cleaner. So I would buy it again. But if you cannot tolerate pain and if you have really sensitive skin, just do not even try it. It hurts. And if you know that your face has teeny tiny little hairs all over, it feels like it's ripping it off, like it's waxing it a little, peeling it off. Oh, I don't know. That could be why it hurts too. So maybe if I do it now, I don't have hair there, so I would peel it off again and it won't hurt as bad. I don't know, but yeah. So that's it. And I think the Wish app is pretty fun. Go check it out. None of this is sponsored, honestly. I just felt it was fun things to try. I haven't had a chance to do it and I wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, none of it's sponsored at all. I promise I don't get that stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!